So that's what we're going to end up with. So we need to get a curve into the sail. So I'm just going to use a brush just to wrap it around that. That'll just give us the curve. Now they're mainly curved towards the bottom of the sail. So that's where you want to make sure you get the curve in. That, and then the little banners at the top. Just to get that started, I'm just going to bend those round. And then the only thing I want to do is just take the white off the edge. So for that, I'm just going to use some Seraphim Sepia again. Just try and catch same with the banners. So we'll let all these dry, and then the last thing is to start gluing them onto the actual masts. Tricky bit now. What I've done is put some super glue onto just a bit of styrene, and we're going to try and just dab the end of the sail into the super glue. Like that. And then if we take one of the ships here, what we want to do is try and get the sail underneath that little ridge. Try and get it equally spaced. Hopefully it'll take. And then that's roughly it. What you'll note is there's a bit of a bend, which means that the straight edge on the sail doesn't quite want to ever fit perfectly. That's the idea. And the last one. Great designs on the sails. I don't think I could have painted that from scratch myself. So it's nice to have the official ones to use. Okay, so the last thing now to add will be the banners on the top. And I'm going to try and duplicate what I see in the examples in terms of the tallying them up correctly. You've got to remember though, when you stick these on, and I won't use super glue for these, I'll maybe just use might just use Pritt stick on one side and stick it on that way, but you've got to remember to stick them on like that so that the wind is coming behind the sails, and obviously taking this flag, this little banner, and blowing it also in the same direction. Sometimes people make the mistake of gluing them on like that, so just try not to do that. So I'll just glue these on with some Pritt stick and then see how that looks. So I'll just get this banner on here, so on the inside with the Pritt stick like that. Maybe take away any of the little wispy bits. And then around the mast, or the flagpole, and then you just want to try and squeeze that bit together, and then you can maybe just put in a bit of a bend so it looks like the wind's causing it to flutter, and that's it really. You might want to check it on both sides. See there, it's misaligned, so your finger and thumb, you can kind of bring it back into alignment and then try and put the curve back into it. So here's the completed 2 squadrons of pirate war galleys. It's worked out quite well. I'm happy with them. Have we matched what's shown in the painting guide? Maybe. Not quite as good, but hopefully not too far off. It's been worth it just for painting the black sections. Normally I don't tackle black very well, but quite happy how that's worked. If you remember, we used the shade to bring the grey down again when it looked a bit too light. That's something to take forward. You know, you can always darken things, harder to lighten things perhaps, but if you want to darken something, it's probably easy to do it, or not too difficult to do it. I like the colour scheme. The red and black always looks good. And yeah, overall, that's them done. So I guess that's half the box set painted. But yeah, that's it. We've completed these basic plastic ships. We've matched the colour scheme. We've used a few different techniques, and it's worked quite well. So hopefully move on to something else, and we'll do some more videos.